when my hair color changed from a little bit of salt and a lot of pepper to a lot of salt and a little bit of pepper, I would joke that wisdom was now showing its true colors. Oh, that garnering wisdom would be that simple. Anyone else have a similar experience when their hair color changed? Maybe a few of us. Today's scripture assures us that wisdom is always ready to companion us in our search for her, and that those who seek wisdom will find her. Taking these hope-filled words to heart, this morning I want to talk about the kinds of wisdom we search for, and how our individual wisdom is an essential part. Wisdom is a spiritual gift, rooted in and grown through experience, an experience of experiences of life. Depending on the circumstances of our journey, we may seek different types of wisdom. The wisdom of waiting, being able to patiently yet actively wait for something or someone offers us an opportunity to listen to our inner rhythms, seek peace, and prepare ourselves for what awaits. This past week, we had an opportunity to seek this kind of wisdom as individuals and as a nation, as we expectantly waited for the presidential election results. The wisdom of humility allows us to acknowledge our limitations and to gratefully own our unique giftedness. The wisdom of discovery gives us a yearning for adventure and noticing. It beckons us, in the words of Isaiah, to make all things new. The wisdom of openness gifts us with a listening mind and heart. It allows us to appreciate diversity and the call to oneness more fully. The wisdom of the seasons graces us with the ability to integral part of nature and ourselves. The wisdom experiences of waiting, humility, discovery, openness, and the seasons are just some of the myriad ways wisdom meets us on our path. Perhaps we may each ask ourselves, what wisdom am I seeking at this moment in my life? Let's now consider a couple of wisdom examples. The first focuses on the wisdom of openness and is something that occurred a couple years ago during a retreat in my home. I asked Terry Shields if it was okay to share this, and she graciously said yes. So thanks, Terry. The retreat was held on St. Patrick's Day. It was a contemplative presentation of the Irish blessing, which I think most of us are familiar with. It begins with, may the road rise to meet you, may the wind be always at your back. There were about 12 people in attendance. And after our time of presentation and personal reflection, Terry began her sharing by saying, which made us all chuckle mightily. We felt so honored that she would even be with us, since she didn't like the topic very much. She did go on to share how she experienced the blessing a bit differently this time and was glad to be there. What has stayed with me since that retreat was Terry's openness. She was totally honest and didn't hide her feelings about the Irish blessing, yet was open to listening to another way of experiencing the prayer and to other people's sharings. The wisdom of openness Terry enfleshed that morning taught me the importance of going beyond our own view and appreciating the richness that awaits when we listen to others with an open mind and heart. The second illustration exemplifies several types of wisdom. It is from Jan Phillips's book, No Ordinary Time, where Jan shares her experience of giving a talk to a group of doctors whose photographs were in a hospital exhibit. The woman who invited Jan to speak told her, "You might want to soft pedal the God part and the healing part. The doctors say their photographs don't have anything to do with healing." Jan said as she viewed all their photographs, she felt deeply moved by their images of the Himalayas, Canyon de Chelly, close-ups of flowers, children, and animals, as well as other subjects. She decided her approach would be one of personal experience. She first shared how photography in general is a healing experience for her, keeps her in the present moment, and gives her a sense of being one with the divine. She then commented on each one's work and how it specifically affected her, how it made her feel, and what it made her think of, as she wove in words like holy, healing, divine, and oneness. As she spoke, she noticed some of the doctors had tears in their eyes. Afterwards, every doctor thanked her and said how proud they were to have their work referred to as spiritual. It was clear that her sharing opened them to a deeper experience of the divine and how their work reveals the divine to others. In this situation, Jan Phillips searched for and found the wisdom of humility, openness, discovery, and the seasons. Because she was humble and open, she was able to listen carefully and respect where they were spiritually. She was able to express her spirituality in a way that connected with them and allowed them to discover something new about their deepest selves and their photography. Jan's sharing of being personally transformed through their photography brought them to experience a season of transformation within themselves. Wisdom was embodied here in communal experiences of wisdom as Terry and Jan shared their individual wisdom in a group setting. Both were sensitive to others' perspectives and were open to receiving them. In our own families and in the larger family of our nation, let us open our minds and hearts to receive with care the opinions and feelings of others, even when they differ from our own. Let us be open to give and receive healing through listening. Let us meet the challenge at this moment in our country's history to embody the wisdom of God in our presence, our conversations, and our actions. As I prepared this homily about wisdom, I was so grateful for the wisdom the members of our Mary Magdalene community have shared over the years during homily response, times of prayer. As a community, we are blessed with great wisdom, and I thank all of you for that.